Okay. Well, as I was telling you, very sorry, but I don't have energy or electricity at home. And obviously no Wi-Fi, so I am using my phone as to share internet, but I don't know what's going on, you know. Never happened. In the 3 years I have lived in this house, never happened. Sorry for the delay. Okay, let's continue. And if I hope I have enough data, but if I disappear, very sorry. It will be that. We'll try to practice as much as possible. Okay. Okay, let's continue working. Maffer already finished. Kathy and Nuria already finished. Now, Maria Fernanda, Luca, and Nicole, you are the ones that have to speak. Who is
Yes, I'm
A?
going to start. I made the questions first.
Excellent. Let's do that.
Okay, so I read just the answer with the reported speech. No, I
You
don't
report the
question.
question and the answer. For example,
Okay.
say I asked Nicole if she could play a musical instrument, and she said she could play the saxophone, for example.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. First, I asked Nicole if she could play a musical instrument, and she answered that she doesn't play any musical instrument.
Okay, she couldn't. She couldn't.
That she couldn't. Number two, I asked her how many times had she been abroad, and she answered that she had been abroad 5 times.
Okay, good.
Number three, I asked her if she had gone to if she went to bed early last night, and she answered that she did not. She went to bed at 2 a.m.
Okay.
Number four, I asked Nicole if I asked her what does she usually have for breakfast, and she answered that she doesn't.
Sorry. What she usually has for breakfast. You don't have to use the auxiliary in the reported question. You can't use the auxiliary in the reported question. Okay.
Okay.
So what she usually has for breakfast.
Okay, what she usually has for breakfast, and she answered that she doesn't have breakfast any morning.
Oh, okay.
Then I asked her if what is she going to. No, are you going to go? I asked her if she's going to if she if she's going to go out on Saturday night, and she answered that maybe she's going to travel to Cuenca.
Okay, that's good.
Number six, I asked Nicole if she had ever won a prize or cup, and she answered that she had never won a prize or cup. Number seven, I asked her what is she going to do after classes? What was she going to do after classes? And she answered that she's going to a volunteer in psychology at the university. Number eight, I asked Nicole what was her favorite time of the year, and she answered Christmas was her favorite
What
time of the year.
her favorite time of the year was. Remember, when you are making questions in reported speech, he has to follow normal positive sentence order. It's not a question anymore. It's part of a sentence. So you don't say what was her favorite time. No, what her favorite time of the year was. Okay.
Then I asked, what?
And what was the answer? Sorry.
Her favorite time of the year is Christmas.
Was Christmas.
Was Christmas.
Number 9.
9, when I asked her when was the last time she got a letter written by hand, and she answered that she had never got a letter written by hand.
Same situation
And
here. You have to use the was at the end. When she got the last letter, when she got the last letter written by hand. You don't say when did she get or when, understand?
when she got
Yes, when she got the last letter written by hand, just like that.
okay, number 10, I asked Nicole what she does on Sunday mornings, and she answered that she usually has family time.
Excellent. Spends time with her family. Thank you. Thank you, Maria Fernanda. And now Nicole has to tell us about you.
Yes. I asked Maria Fernanda if she could swim when she has 5.
She was
And
five, remember.
she was 5, and she said she could swim when she was 7.
Okay.
She asked Maria Fernanda
I asked Maria Fernanda.
She afraid of any animals or insects, and she said
I asked Maria Fernanda if she was afraid. If she was afraid.
she was afraid of any animals or insects, and she say she don't like sea animals.
Sea animals?
Yes.
Okay, like fish, for example.
I don't know.
Okay. You didn't ask? Okay.
Okay.
Like, I don't know, like an octopus, for example. She doesn't like that, I guess. Okay.
I asked Maria Fernanda she ever visit if she ever visit an English speaking country, and she said she yes, and she said yes.
She said yes, or she said she had. I asked my friend if she had ever visited. The sentence is in the present perfect, so you have to use past perfect to report it. If she
Okay.
had ever visited an English-speaking country, okay? Number 4.
Okay. 4. I asked Maria Fernanda if she support a sport team.
If she supported. She support
a sports team, and she say
she.
she didn't.
Okay.
I asked Maria Fernanda if where
No, if where no. Where?
no where she went on holiday last year.
Excellent question. Bien el reported speech. And what did she answer?
She say she said wait she visit Cuenca.
She visited.
She visited Cuenca.
Excellent.
I asked Maria Fernanda what websites she like looking at? And she said TikTok.
Okay.
I asked Maria Fernanda where she going for her next holiday.
Okay, where she is going for her next holiday.
Yes. And she say Argentina.
Oh, it's everybody's coming to Argentina now.
Yes. Wait. Yeah, I asked Maria Fernanda where she be at 4 o'clock tomorrow.
Okay, when you have will, you have to use would. Where she would be.
Okay, where she would at 4 o'clock tomorrow afternoon.
Yeah.
And she say maybe driving to the hospital.
Driving to hospital. Okay. Okay. You have 2 more questions.
I ask Maria Fernanda, have she done any sport or exercise today? And she say we'll exercise at 5 o'clock.
She would exercise.
Oh, she would exercise at. And I asked Maria Fernanda, can she count to 100 in 3 languages?
Sorry, I asked Maria Fernanda if she could count. If she could count. Can becomes could.
Yeah, and she say no.
Okay. Good. Thank you very much. Next group. Wait. We did, okay. Madeline, you were in the group with?
With
Daira, yes, because Daira left and returned and she doesn't appear in the list.
She's here right now.
Yeah.
Yes,
I know.
hello.
But you, during the rooms.
Yes, my
with
internet left in the room.
Yeah, I know. The problem is if that happens, when I open the rooms, you don't appear in the list. So this is why I'm asking. Don't worry. It's not.
Okay.
It's not serious. It's I didn't remember you were in the same group with Madeline. Okay, so in this group, who is student A and who is student B?
I am a student.
Okay, can you start?
I asked Daira if she could play a musical instrument, and she said that she wouldn't.
She couldn't.
She couldn't. Yeah, sorry.
Yeah, but she couldn't means it's like she doesn't want to, like it's not the same thing. She couldn't, it's like she can't, like she doesn't have the ability. Okay.
I asked Daira how many times I don't know if this is right, she has been abroad.
She had been abroad. Excellent. How many times she had been abroad?
And she told me that she has been abroad 5 times.
Excellent. People count because I don't really, well, I live abroad. So in my case, I just don't, I lost count, like, but people count. It's amazing. Cool. Yeah.
And I asked Daria if she went to bed early last night, and she told me that she went to bed at 2 a.m. So no, she won't. She didn't went
But
early.
nobody goes to bed early. Like, it's crazy. Like, no one goes to bed before 2. It's amazing.
Yeah.
This is why you're very tired at 9 a.m. to start the class.
Maybe.
Maybe. Yeah, you go to bed very late. Okay.
Number 4, I asked Daira what she usually has for breakfast, and she told me that she don't usually have breakfast.
She doesn't.
It doesn't. Yeah.
She doesn't usually have breakfast. Oh, okay. No, second person doesn't have breakfast. Okay. But you have lunch, Daira. You have directly lunch. Okay. And you're not hungry in the morning? No?
No,
You drink a lot of coffee?
no.
No? Tea?
Sometimes water.
Only water. Okay.
Yes.
Well, why not? It's your decision. Continue, Madeline.
Number 5, I asked Daira if she's going to go out on Saturday night, and she told me that she won't go anymore.
Okay.
I asked Daira if she ever won a prize of or cup, and she said that she has never won any prize or cup.
Cup.
I asked Daira what is she going to do after class, and she said that she's going to have breakfast. No. Yeah.
Okay, well, finally.
I asked Daira what her favorite time of the year was, and she said that she likes summer when it's not cold.
When it's not cold.
Yeah,
Well, it's never cold in Guayaquil City, right?
I think the same, but yeah.
Like, what is cold for you? I remember going to Guayaquil City to visit my family, and there's like 26 degrees, and my sister is like, oh, it's cold. I was like, what? It's not cold, you know? Well, it's a very subjective thing. It's like a very personal thing. What you think is cold. Like for a Canadian, 5 degrees, it's warm, you know? Probably. Okay. Continue, please.
I asked Daira when she got the last time. No, sorry. I asked Daira when she got the last letter written by hand, and she told me that she got a letter written by hand when she was 3 years old.
3 years old.
Yeah.
Okay, a long time ago. Okay.
And the last one is I asked Daira what does she do on Sundays morning, and she told
What
me that
she
she
does. Sorry. What does she do now? What she does on Sunday mornings.
okay. And she told me that she usually goes to have breakfast when with her family.
So you have breakfast only on Sundays.
Yes, on Saturday.
Okay. That's very peculiar. Okay. Okay, Daira, it's your turn. Let's listen about Madeline. Tell us about her.
Yes. Um, I asked Madeline if she knew how to swim when she was 5, and she said that she doesn't how now to swimming until now.
And she doesn't know how to swim now? Oh, you have to learn. Yeah.
Okay. The next, I asked Madeline if she was afraid of animal or insects, and she told me that she loves animals, but they doesn't like insects. Insects.
She didn't like insects.
Okay.
Okay. Number
Okay.
C.
The next, I asked Marlene if she has been to any country where English was. She told me that so far he has not been.
Okay, so you asked Madeline if she had ever visited. Okay, the past perfect is important in this case, and she said she had not yet been, or she had
Yeah.
not been yet. Okay,
Okay.
number 4.
I asked Marlene if she support any sport teams, and she told me she doesn't because she doesn't like sports.
Okay, well, nobody's perfect.
I asked where he spent her vacation, and she said that she went to Spain with her family.
With her family, right?
With her family.
Okay, good.
The next, I asked Miley what website she liked, and she said she liked Instagram and YouTube.
Excellent. 7.
And the next, I asked Miley where she would spend her vacation, and she said that she believed in Spain because of her family.
Okay, so she has family in Spain. Okay,
Yes.
where
I
she
think
where she was going to spend her vacation, where she was going to go for her
okay.
vacation or to spend her vacations, the same, it's fine. Number 8.
I asked Mary where she would be at 4 in the afternoon, and
Would.
she told me that
Not wall, would, the
I
pronunciation.
would at 4 in the afternoon, and she told me that she would be at
Would,
her house.
she would be
Would
at home.
at her home.
Continue.
The next, I asked Miley if she has done any sports today, and she told me that in the morning she ran.
She went running.
Ran. She went running.
Good. Or she ran.
She ran.
Mm-hmm.
I just get Miley if she can count to 100 in the 3 language, and she told me that she only speak English and Spanish.
Okay, good. Excellent. Remember the pronunciation is languages, not language. Languages. Okay. Next people. The last room, Augusta and Richie. It's your turn.
Okay, I think I start.
You start?
Yeah. I asked Richie if he could play any musical instrument, and he said he couldn't.
Yeah,
I continue?
remember it's I asked, not asked.
I asked.
Asked.
I asked Richie how many times he had been abroad, and he said he had never been abroad.
Okay.
I asked Richie if he went to bed early last night, and he said no, he went to bed at 3 a.m. I asked
You people go
Richie
to bed really late, all of you.
if he was going to go out on Saturday night, and he said probably he's not sure yet.
Okay.
I asked Richie if he had ever won a prize or cup, and he said yes, but he couldn't remember what.
It was probably not important if you don't remember.
I asked Richie what he was going to do after class, and he said he was going to have lunch. I asked Richie what his favorite time of year was, and he said he doesn't have one. I asked Richie when he last got a letter written by hand, and he said written by hand, and he said he received one when he was 10 years old.
Okay.
I asked Richie what he does on Sunday mornings, and he said he usually go to the church.
Goes to church.
Goes to church. Goes to church. Yeah.
Yeah, you don't say the church, you say go to church. Okay, good. It's your turn, Richie. Now you have to tell us about Augusta.
All right. I asked Augusta if she could swim when she was 5, and she said she could. And I asked Augusta if she was afraid of any animals or insects, and she said she was scared of dogs. What was the one moment?
Sure, don't worry.
I asked Augusta if she ever went to a English-speaking country, and she said that she did, to the United States.
Okay.
I asked Augusta if she supported a sports team, and she said she didn't.
Okay. We have
I
enough sports fans in this group. We need more. Terrible. Sorry, Richie.
I asked Augusta what website did she like looking at. She said she liked seeing Instagram. 7. I asked Augusta if she was going anywhere for her next holiday, and she said that she was going to Chicago, I think.
Cool.
And I asked Augusta where will she be tomorrow afternoon at 4 o'clock, and she said that she was going to do exercise.
Okay.
Sorry?
Okay, continue.
I asked Augusta if she had done any sport or exercises today. She said she was going to do a crossfitting at 4 o'clock.
CrossFit. She was going
I asked,
to do CrossFit at 4 o'clock.
she was gone.
Yeah. And 10?
I asked Augusta if she could count to 100 in 3 languages, and she said that she couldn't. She only could count to 100 in 2 languages.
Okay, yes, it's common. Okay, great. Thank you, Augusta. Thank you, Richie. Thank you, everybody. It was great. It took us a long time. Very sorry, but I think it's great practice what we just did, especially the questions. They are usually very, very tricky. Okay. We're going to continue. Like, the good news is that we can continue. I think I still have some data in my phone. I'm checking all the time. And then the electrical company sent an email saying that they are fixing the problem. So I don't know if they're going to fix it soon. The bad news is that my computer, it has only like 30% charge. So I hope we can make it until the end of the class. Let's cross fingers. Okay. Sorry for this. This never happened during the courses, and it's very unusual for me too. Let's continue. Now we're going to do a little different, something similar but different. I want us to practice a little bit the conditionals. First and second conditional, and if we have time, third conditional too. Okay. So, can you please go to the text that I sent you? I remember I just sent you a text via before the break. It's called Grammar Practice. Can you go please to page 4, 7b, first and second conditionals? Are you there? Yeah. Excellent. Good. I mean, the text is super short, remember. It's, I think, 10 pages, and I am asking you to go to page 4, and it's 7b, first and second conditionals. There's no way to miss it. Okay. So what we're going to do, I'm going to share so we can all see. This is the text you should be seeing. Can you see? Yeah, you can see now? Okay, good. Yeah, because I don't know what happened. Something glitchy. Grammar, first and second conditions says complete the sentences with the correct form of the verbs in brackets to make second conditional sentences and use contractions where possible. Now, why do they say make second conditional sentences? Because first conditionals are basically the same thing, but there's no way to know. I mean, without the verb, there's no way to know if we are in the first condition or in the second conditional. The difference is that first conditional is for things that you consider possible, and second conditional is for things that you consider hypothetical, imaginary. Okay? This is the main difference. So first, we're going to practice the second conditional. Okay? This is here. You have the verbs here in brackets, and you have to put the verb here. Obviously, you can do this on a piece of paper or wherever you want. And in a few minutes, we're going to read this. Okay? Now, remember second conditional. If plus past simple, for example, if we rented in the past simple, plus on the other side, would plus infinitive. This is would, and the verb must be in the infinitive. Okay? You remember now? Yeah? Yes? If plus past, would plus infinitive. Super simple. That's what you have to do. Let's do it. Let's practice it. You have, I don't know, 4 or 5 minutes to do this. It's not very long. Oh. Apparently it's coming back. Wait. No. Not yet. Ready? Ready to check? Madeline, you ready? Richie? Daira? Yes. Augusta? Augusta left us. Augusta has left the building. Nicole, Kathy, you ready? Nicole? No, not ready? Okay, keep working. Maria Fernanda, Luque, are you ready? Okay, good. María Gracia? Nuria? Maffer? Not yet. Okay, we're waiting for 2 people. Okay, 2 minutes more, and then we start checking. Ready, Maffer? Okay.
Yes.
Ready, Nicole? Who else was working? Nicole, right? Yeah. Daira? Ready? Well, let's go. Nicole. Number 2.
I would buy a huge house with a garden if I won the lottery.
If I won the lottery. Yeah, I will buy a huge house. What is a huge house?
I don't know.
Daira, do you know? Kathy, do you know what is huge?
No.
No.
Anybody knows what is huge?
Enorme.
Sinónimo de la palabra grande. Inglés, big.
Exactly. Huge means very big. That's basically what you have to remember. And they use the word huge all the time because they like to exaggerate. So they say a huge house. Look. So it's very common to use. Very well. Daira, can you do number 3?
Okay. If you painted the room white, it would be. It would be much lighter.
It would be
Would
much
be.
lighter. Very well. Kathy. You have to turn on your microphone. Kathy? Can you hear me, Kathy?
Yes, mister, sorry. The number 4, yeah, right?
Yes, please.
I will do it myself if I had more time.
I would do it myself if I had more time. Excellent. But you don't have more time, so you won't do it yourself. Number 5. Augusta, you're back and you can start working with us.
5. Wouldn't be I wouldn't be so broke if I didn't spend so much on going out.
I wouldn't be so broke if I didn't spend so much.
On going out. I didn't spend.
Yes. That's very useful for a lot of people. Yeah. Excellent. Number 6. María Gracia.
Yes, number 6. Maybe if I share a flight with friends, I will get on better with my parents.
Okay, super important. No, it's not flat, it's flat. And the pronunciation of this word, would. I would get on better with my parents. And what do you think, María Gracia? What do you think is the meaning of get on?
Es oh, subirse.
No, because it doesn't make any sense, you know? If you say subirse ¿a dónde? No. Get on with my parents means llevarme con mis padres, llevarme bien con mis padres. En este caso, better, llevarme mejor con mis padres. Okay, I would get on better with my parents if I shared a flat with friends. O sea, si me mudara a vivir con amigos, me llevaría mejor con mis padres, tal vez. This is what it says, okay?
Okay.
Okay, good. María Fernanda Luque, number 7.
Number 7. I could travel next summer if I had more money.
Yeah, if I had more money. This was not easy because you have the word can, and you cannot say would can or something like that. That doesn't exist. So yes, this is one of the cases where you use can instead of would. Instead of would. Thank you, Maria Fernanda. Very well. Okay. Madeline, can you help us with number 8?
Yes, Carla would move out of her shared flat if she.
Hello.
Hello.
Sorry. This situation is very stressful for me. Very sorry. I'm sharing again. Incredibly sorry. This is terrible. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me well?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Can you repeat, Carla?
Okay. Carla would move out of her shared flat if she found a job.
Found. Remember the pronunciation is found. If she found a job. Number 9. Richie, did you speak? Not yet, right? Let's do this.
If my girlfriend didn't have to work so hard, we could see each other more often. I know each other more often, yes.
Yeah, if my girlfriend didn't
Have to work so hard.
to work so hard, we could very well. We
Or more often.
could see same situation. This is one of the times where you replace would with could. We could see each other more often. Very well, Richie. Thank you very much. And Maffer, can you read it? Number 10.
If I went to bed early, I
Earlier.
wouldn't be so tired.
If I
Sorry?
went but earlier, not early, earlier.
Earlier, I wouldn't be so tired all the time.
I wouldn't be so tired all the time. Very well, very well. Okay. So we're going to do, I think we have around 20 minutes, and I think we better get the most of it because I don't know if I'm going to have enough data until the end. We're going to do the speaking exercises that we want us to do. Okay. So in the other PDF that I sent, the one that says speaking practice, I want you to go to the same lesson. Okay, to the same lesson that is 7B. If you had to choose. Okay, and this we're going to, of course, create groups to speak. As you can see, you have questions here. I'm going to share. Oh, oof. I was worried. I didn't see you there for a minute and I was worried. No, this is not it. This is it. There. So you have questions here. So like, for example, like, would you prefer to live in a new flat or in an old flat where you could renovate yourself? The idea is that you have a conversation. Remember, these are the types of questions that I'm going to choose from for the test. Probably one of these, okay? So it's a good idea that we practice this. Okay, so if you have to choose, what would you choose? And super important, why would you choose that? Okay. Let's do this. I'm going to create rooms again. There we are. Okay, let's go. You have to go, girls and Richie. Kathy. Okay.
I can't hear you. I don't understand you.
Would you prefer to live in a new flat or in an old flat with your could renovate yourself?
I think in a new flat.
Why?
Yes, but you have to say
Because I
why,
think,
remember.
oh yeah, okay. Because I prefer probably a place that I think that it's, I don't know, the structure is new and I can trust that everything is solid in a part of way to say that.
Okay. Would you prefer to have a holiday house on the coast or in the mountains?
I would prefer, I think, in the mountains because I like the weather, in the mountains. I don't enjoy so much beach or so the hot weather.
Okay, remember when you finish, you switch and then you start asking Augusta, okay?
Mhm.
Let's continue working.
Some money.
I see. And if you have a space in your house, would you prefer to have a gym or a games room?
I prefer a game room because I have one son, so it's the best ways to entertain.
All right.
Okay, remember
you-
when you finish the questions, you switch and then Kathy, you start asking Richie, okay?
Okay.
Well, it's your turn.
Or a one-bedroom flat in the city center.
I would prefer to live in a four-bedroom house because I
Live,
think it's more comfort.
live.
Yeah, it's more comfort.
Why?
Because I think it's more comfort, so I could
More
have more
comfortable.
space. Comfortable, yeah. Comfortable. And I would have more space to put things. So, yeah.
Great.
Okay. Would you prefer to live in a house next to an airport or a house next to a school?
I prefer a house next to maybe a airport. I don't know because the two ones are noisy. There are so much noise. So I think the airport maybe. I don't know.
When you finish answering, you switch and then you start asking Madeline, okay?
Yes.
Continue.
Some. Okay. Uy, se me fue la página. Yeah, if you had space in your house, would you prefer to have a gym or a games room?
I prefer a gym because that's the way I can exercise.
Okay.
Okay,
Would you prefer?
sorry. When you finish, you switch and you start asking Nuria, you start asking Daira, okay?
Okay. Would you?
Would you prefer to have a holiday house on the coast or in the mountain?
I would prefer to have a holiday house on the coast because I enjoy to go to the beach and have house guests at the beach.
Okay. Would you prefer to have a house with solar energy or a house with traditional electric?
I would prefer to have a house with solar energy because it is more it is more eco-friendly and you would be also saving a lot of money that traditional energy costs.
Okay. If you have space in your house, would you prefer to have a gym or a games room?
I would prefer to have a games room
Why?
because I usually do exercise at my room. I don't need a room specifically for a gym.
Okay. Would you prefer to live in a four-bedroom
Live.
house?
Sorry, to live. Not
To
to
live,
live.
live in a four-bedroom house in the country or a one-bedroom flat in the city center?
I think I would prefer to live in a one-bedroom flat in the city center if I'm living by myself, because a four-bedroom house is too big and my family also is very little.
Okay.
Okay.
Did you, if you, you can switch, or when you finish, you can switch. María Fernanda, you start asking María Gracia, okay?
We already switched.
Ah, very smart. Did you finish, or I think there's one more question, right?
I think there are 3 more questions.
Yes, yes, very sorry. Continue.
Okay. Would you prefer to live in a house next to the
Sorry,
airport? Or,
María Gracia. Sorry to interrupt. To live, not to live. Would you prefer to
Sorry.
live? Try to remember, because all the other questions begin the same. Okay?
Okay. Would you prefer to live in a house next to an airport or a house next to a school?
I would prefer to live in a house next to in an airport because when I was little, I lived very close to an airport and it wasn't a big deal, but the traffic that that creates around the school when it's the hour of leaving of the kids is I can't stand traffic, so I prefer the airport.
Okay. Would you prefer to live in a modern, spacious apartment or in a old, cozy house?
I would prefer to live in a mother spacious apartment
Do you know what,
because
you know what is cozy?
yes, cozy is like warm,
Yeah,
like a very familiar homey house.
yeah.
I don't like old houses because usually the bathrooms when they are old they don't look good. I don't like the bathrooms of old houses.
Yeah. They also have a lot of problems, like,
Yes.
yeah, they have to fix all the time.
Okay.
Last question.
Would you prefer to live in a 4th-floor flat with house, a lift, or in a ground floor flat with a disco next door?
I would prefer to live in a fourth floor flat without a lift because I usually don't mind taking the stairs and I don't like loud noises because I usually sleep very early, so I wouldn't like to live next to a disco.
Okay, excellent, girls. So that's it. Let's all go back to the other room, okay?
Okay.
Let's go back to
Okay.
the room. I am going to check the last group that hasn't finished. Girls, what happened? You finished?
I finished.
Did you switch?
Mm-hmm.
Go back to the main room.
Okay.
Okay. So we don't really have time to start a new exercise right now. And my computer is about to die. So I'm very sorry for this. It doesn't usually happen, but it's out of my hands, really, not having electricity at home. I have to use the battery of my computer and the internet from my phone, which I don't know how much data I have. I think I'm using all of it. So good luck with the exam. If you have any questions, just let me know or write it in the group, in the WhatsApp group. Okay. The people who haven't delivered the homeworks, do it, please. Okay. They are important. They have a grade and it's part of the note. Okay. So do you have any more questions now? No? Okay. Good luck on Thursday. Okay. You're not nervous, no? No.
Thank you.
Bye-bye. See you.
Thank you. See you.
You're welcome. Bye-bye.